Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the If I Speak podcast. I am Malachi Aubrey, and I'm joined here by Jack Tapp.
We're not doing the clapping thing again. You know what? Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. He deserves it.
Quick
Give it
change
up.
of
Give it
events.
up. Give it up. Let's go. Come on.
Give up.
Let's give up. Let's give up. Let's leave.
I'm also joined
Give up before we get
by
to him.
Freddie Clayton.
Also, a very big week.
I've had a very big week for Freddie. Very big week for
I've
Freddie.
lost so much this week.
Lost so much
I've
in
lost so much.
the betting shops.
Bet-
The
yeah.
best
In
shot.
Bet365, Freddie.
I
has
own
lost a lot.
Ladbrokes a lot more.
Other betting companies are available.
Oh,
Drop my Coke.
Jack loves his
Coca-Cola,
Coke,
just
and
to
he
specify.
He sometimes drops it.
He does, yeah.
Okay.
Fumbles the bag, some say. Or the bottle in this case.
What type of bag?
Very good, very nice.
Right, let's get into the news.
The nudes.
This week, let's get into the news.
That's not a big leap.
What is the news this week?
That's for a
Malachi
different
Aubrey?
channel, not this one. Not a lot's been not a lot's gone on this week. But
We had the FA Cup. That was about it.
yeah, African Cup of Nations did happen.
Combinations.
The Salah Mane final.
Sadio Mane.
Sadio
Got the winner.
Mane.
Got the winner.
Mo Salah got the winner. That happened. It was a pretty boring game. I'm going to be totally honest.
Yeah, 120 minutes, no goals.
Went to pens.
Yeah.
Did Mane score the winner?
Mane got the winning pen, mate.
Salah just didn't get to take one because they
Yeah.
stuck him last and he didn't get to that point. Didn't even reach him.
I
Should have
felt
given
bad
it
for
to
the Egypt keeper. What's the Egypt keeper called again?
Oh, Gabaski.
Gabaski, yeah. Had a good tournament.
He saved like 8 penalties the whole tournament,
Yeah.
that's pretty nuts.
He deserved a medal, but in the end it was
He
just a
did.
silver one.
Yeah. But yeah, all round good fun, the African Cup of Nations. I
just saw bits and that was like the first actual game. I didn't even watch the full game. I literally just seen bits and pieces of it, like highlights and stuff. But yeah, it looked like good fun.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy moments.
Yeah, I was looking at a Twitter thread that was just like
Yeah, no, I saw that
bunch,
thread.
It
I
was
saw
just
that
like
thread.
a bunch of the funniest / like craziest, weirdest moments that
It's like that
happened.
keeper doing the flip off the six. Was it Burkina Faso?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
then there was
so
also
funny.
when the ref ended the game in the 85th minute because he felt ill.
Yeah, like if you feel ill, surely you'd end it a bit earlier, not with 5 minutes to go. Surely at
Yeah.
85 minutes you think, okay, there's only 5 minutes to go. I can push through here. But no.
Hey, you
A
held
televised
it as
game.
long as possible.
Yeah.
You got to give props to the man. 5 minutes ain't too bad.
You know, it's good to have different perspectives on things in life. And Freddie, I respect that.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you.
You're welcome, mate.
Well, I'm just here to give
Round of applause for
other
that, I
opinions.
think. Yeah.
It's a really great insight
Democracy.
to
Actually
feeling
clapped
ill.
Yeah. Another thing that happened was Kurt Zuma. Kurt Zuma happened.
You just existed.
He did, yeah.
And then
does.
he managed to play like 2 days later. And the Watford, what was it? The Watford fans chanted at him.
Oh, he fell over, and then they started singing.
That's
like
how
that.
your cat
That's
feels.
how your cat feels. If you don't know,
What was our chant we killed with Kurt Zuma the other day?
Oh.
What was it?
I can't remember it.
Oh, there's something to do.
Try and think of it.
I'll
If
try
you
and
don't,
remember
if you
it.
don't know what happened with Kurt Zuma, basically he kicks his cat across a room. There's a video of him doing it. It's not like the nicest thing to watch in the world, but it happened, and here we are.
I mean, like he got fined like 250,000, I think.
Yeah.
And like people who have been like players who have been racist have been fined less.
Yeah, and the RSPCA took the cats off him, thankfully.
That's good. Yeah.
which is nice.
I can't think of that chant. I literally can't think. We'll
Same.
think of it after the podcast, but maybe we'll have to sing it next week. But it's literally a terrible chant. We just found it really funny at the time. I think we had a few drinks. So.
No, we hadn't.
You don't drink,
I've never drank alcohol in my life.
really?
Yeah, neither of you. Or
That's a
Freddie.
fact.
Freddie hasn't.
Yeah.
Jack hasn't.
No, we just go. We don't even go to the club.
We stand outside the club.
We stand outside the club and listen to the music.
Yeah.
We just talk to the
Yes.
bouncers, have a good time.
We talk to the really
Well,
really
we-
nice bouncers that aren't idiots at all.
What?
Hey,
Whoa.
no bouncer slander.
Every bouncer
We
slander.
just set up the podcast right outside of the club and we just interview them.
That's a good idea,
That's
actually.
the
Yeah.
next video out. We're gonna
Yeah.
interview
your
nightclub
eyes out.
bouncers.
If I speak on the road.
On the road, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We could like if that's something people want to see, we could like
There's no way we're doing that.
No,
There's no way in hell.
No, let me talk.
Wait, can I say my bit first?
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Whoever screams the loudest wins.
What? That's got nothing to do with what I was on about.
What now? Are we going to do that?
No, it would deafen some people.
I was on about football vlogs, but never mind. You know, that's what I was going to suggest. Football, we could do that on this channel.
We could. Speaking of football vlogs, we had a shout out in one.
Cheltenham versus Sunderland.
Yeah. Louis 11, Louis XI on YouTube. Go watch his latest video. Me, Jack, and Freddie went to Cheltenham versus Sunderland.
I didn't make it in that vlog, sadly.
I didn't, but I didn't really want to be in. I was in a.
Freddie looked like he's having a horrible time.
Freddie was just taken in the moment.
Even though Cheltenham, you know, that's probably one of their biggest results ever.
Yeah.
Alfie May got the winner.
It was a great game.
It was crazy scenes.
It was a really good game. So go check that out.
May will tear you apart again.
That's our new favourite chant.
Yeah.
May
will tear you apart again.
Like, what a guy, Alfie May. Shout out Alfie May, friend of the show. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the news this week. That's all I got. I'm going to be honest with you. Steve Bruce, manager of West Brom, lost his first game to Sheffield United. Just thought I'd drop that in there.
Don't know how he's still just doing the rounds.
And Forest. Can we shout out Forest as well?
What, smashing Leicester?
Yeah, because that was such a good game.
I did tweet about it. Jed Spence and Brennan Johnson need those Prem moves. Both quality.
Oh, both unreal. They've jumped to 6 now as well. They've got games in hand over Huddersfield.
They won at Blackburn, didn't they, last night?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
They're on top form.
Brilliant.
They're going to get that third star soon.
Their
top scorer's out as well, Lewis Grabban. He's out injured. But Keenan Davis is doing the business.
Yeah.
Doing his business. Shout out Keenan Davis.
Shout out Keenan Davis.
Yeah, great guy.
Is he a friend of the show?
Yeah, I'd say he is. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's a neutral acquaintance of the show.
Is he an enemy of the show?
No.
He's not an enemy of the show.
He is to me.
Oh.
Yeah,
I hate him.
What's he ever done to you? To be fair, he played okay against Arsenal when they knocked you out. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Just battered Jack. Suck it.
Imagine getting battered by Keenan Davis. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, he got punched in the face as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that ran on the pitch.
That fan that ran on the pitch.
Yeah, and the bouncers just they sort of grab at him.
Anyone
and
who's related.
They just let him run.
Anyone who's related to Aston Villa, like the one with the Grealish against Birmingham a few years back. Anyone's related to Villa, they deserve a punch. So after this podcast, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to punch your face. You and your little Thomas Sorensen goalkeeper top.
It's a nice top. It's a nice goalkeeper top. Rover. Yeah.
Blackburn Rovers.
I wonder where Thomas Sorensen is now. If anyone knows where Thomas Sorensen is right now, at this moment,
do you like Thomas Sorensen?
Let us know, please.
Is he missing? Is he got him
He's a missing man.
Missing person, yeah.
There's a reward of £10,000 if you can find Thomas Sorensen.
There we go. There's his first one of the day. Hopefully many more to come.
He's just doing the Hurricane impression. It's continuing from episode 1.
How far is excuse going to go?
Too far.
Too far?
Way too far.
Yeah, way too far.
We'll be here on 100th episode if we get that far, which, I mean...
The way it's going,
we will.
The way it's going,
Optimistic.
Optimistic. Oh, wait, is that another impression?
Yeah, I was continuing, yeah.
Optimistic.
We're on the topic. I think... You know what, let's switch up the order this week. Freddie, who's your star of the week?
Star of the week? Already?
Yeah.
First swear word of the week.
I thought I'd try and catch you off guard.
I swear, I've sworn before.
I wonder if you've actually thought of it beforehand.
Yeah, I have. I always figure it beforehand.
Okay,
because I just love Phil Jones.
Oh.
Who doesn't at this point? I think everyone likes Phil Jones.
I just love Phil.
I think if you don't like him, that's just a bit harsh considering where he's at the moment.
So what's Phil Jones done this week that makes you respect him?
He's not a friend of the show, he's an idol of the show. He's someone who deserves a shrine. He should have a statue of him in Leicester Square.
Leicester Square.
He is the more fullest country than I don't know.
Boris Johnson. It's probably true actually.
He has brought unity to this country.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah. He's got good facials as well.
He's got good facials. Very nice. You're disgusting. You are disgusting.
Excuse me?
I would shove my tongue down Phil Jones's throat.
Freddie, how much to shove your tongue down Phil Jones's throat?
Free for free.
Minus 40 quid.
So you'd pay him 40 quid to do it?
No, I'll just get. I've been a lot of day. It just kind of goes out gradually. every 10 minutes it just goes. I'm guessing it'll take about 10 minutes to do that, and I'm guessing that I'll lose that amount of money in that time.
Yeah.
It's just what happens. It's the way life goes. You win some, you lose some, but you mainly lose.
Where do you see...
Phil Jones, you mainly lose.
If you Phil Jones, you mainly win. You're on top.
Where do you see Phil Jones in 5 years? Who's he going to be playing for?
In my bedroom.
Yeah, but what club's he going to play for?
I don't know.
He'll go home to there, but...
He won't be playing then, because I'll force him to stay, look after the kids.
Is he going to be a stay-at-home dad?
He's going to stay at dad's. They're not even going to be his kids.
House dad.
Are you going to adopt?
No,
or are you just going to take some? Just going to take some kids.
I'm gonna force him to be my maid, just because I can. If you have the ability,
so you're going to enslave Phil Jones.
When's he going to retire? Like this year?
This year.
To become your maid.
How old is he?
You're going to break Phil Jones's legs and force him to become a maid.
He's only 29.
Right.
Really?
He's got a good 5. He's got a good 7 years left in him.
Does he?
I mean, playing football, not at the highest level.
One injury can ruin it all.
As we've seen with a lot of players.
Yeah, but he doesn't even need an injury to not get picked, Phil Jones. Sorry, mate, if you're watching. Friend of the show, clearly.
Idol of the show.
Round of applause, Phil Jones.
Freddie, star of the week. He did get absolutely ruined by Charlie Patino in an under-23s game, though. Do you want to throw that in there?
He got ravaged. He got skinned.
He got
skinned by Charlie Patino.
Literally, not figuratively.
Literally, he got a potato peeler and skinned off his
skinned him on
skin.
the pitch, like this.
Cut his pubes off as well.
Oh.
Yeah. In case you didn't know.
In
case you didn't know.
Shout out Ollie Mers.
I didn't think you'd get that. Friend of the show.
My mum used to play Ollie Mers albums in the car all the time. So.
I used to love Ollie Mers when I was like 10.
Same. When I was like 10, Ollie
Sounds
Mers.
like an insult. When I was 10, and then I grew up and I just realised I had taste.
Don't realise it's Ollie Mers.
I realised it's Ollie Mers.
No, I did grow up and realise I had taste, whereas Jack grew up and just didn't develop any taste.
What do you mean?
I think it's quite hard to say that you grew up, Mel.
Okay, that's fair. I had that one coming.
Yeah. Cheers, Freddie.
5'8" fine. It's a fine height. Short kings out there, leave a comment down below.
I mean, me and Freddie aren't that much taller. But
What?
Yeah.
He's 5. You're 5'11",
and
I'm
3/4.
5'10".
That's like 3 inches. That's 2 inches, yeah.
You're saying 3 inches in a
And
lot,
3 inches is a lot,
Yeah, see? Heard it first.
isn't it, Jack?
Don't know what you mean.
Is it denial?
It's a yes or no question.
Oh, I guess it's perspective, really.
Yeah,
You like what you like. You hate what you hate.
that's true.
I hate you.
And on that bombshell,
What topics
Let's,
are we
um,
discussing today?
yeah, let's talk about. We're coming up to the next international break. We love it or hate it.
Sadly.
It's happening. There's nothing we can do about it. And there's been some players out of form. There's been some players in form for England, or English players for their clubs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about who deserves a call up, and who, if there's any big names that need dropping, we'll drop them in there as well.
That is just perfectly from you.
Thank you so much. Shall we kiss after this?
Let's kiss now. We're just gonna put the podcast on hold.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
So we're back from kissing.
Quick cut.
Jack, do you have any specific names that you'd like to see called up?
I have thought of a few. So I'm gonna start off with an Arsenal player.
Surprise.
But I'm gonna touch on some others shortly after. You're probably gonna expect who I'm about to say. Ben White. I think he's been absolutely superb recent weeks. In recent months, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like he deserves it much more than the likes of Harry Maguire. I mean, ever since he did that like fingers in the ear celebration against Albania, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's been sacked.
Yeah.
United are outside the top 4. Like, it's a bit of a stinker. Ben White, I think definitely deserves it.
Mm.
I'm going to touch on a few attackers, and you're going to like this one, Jacob Ramsey.
I'm gonna love that one.
100%
He's
deserves
playing
a call
absolutely out of his skin. We're recording this the day after he's just scored 2 against.
Just played out his skin. His skin. He just. Now it's removable.
Jacob
He's been
Ramsey.
skinned. He can go in and out. He does whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's so
Um,
versatile like that.
Jared Bowen.
That's what you want in a player.
That's another one. Jared
Jared
Bowen has
Bowen,
been
I
superb.
forgot about that.
Jared Bowen's been
I'd
superb.
100% call him up.
But I don't know. How many attackers are out for? I just think like there's so many England players in the attack that definitely deserve to be there. I'd say Smith Rowe and Saka. Not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but they were good in the last international break for England. Who else is it? I mean, you can't really drop Sterling. Sterling won Player of the Month as well. Sterling deserves to be there. Obviously, Kane has to be called up.
Yeah.
Does Tammy Abraham deserve a call up as well? He's been very good at Roma.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, Calvert-Lewin's back from injury, hasn't really scored.
Calvert-Lewin's not been as good this
season. He's been
season.
in a very poor Everton side anyway.
Yeah.
So I'd pick Abraham over him. And over Watkins and Ings from Villa as well, both. Watkins wasn't good yesterday against Leeds. Yeah. He really wasn't. I don't really see any other English strikers coming.
It's only really Kane and Abraham I can think of.
Yeah.
I mean, Rashford. I think he's scored a few in recent weeks, but
he's getting back into it.
He's getting back into it. I've been saying for a while now. I don't think Rashford's the same player he was. Like I remember NHS Rashford after the lockdown, he was superb.
Yeah,
him and Martial.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen much of Rashford recently.
And Sancho's just not.
Sancho, yeah, that's another one.
He scored against. Oh, who did he score against? He did score.
Middlesbrough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go.
They lost that one.
and they lost the game. But yeah, just it annoys me when people like that still get picked just because they play for a big six side.
Exactly.
Like Grealish is out of form as well.
Grealish out of form. I mean, that's exactly the reason why like Bowen and Jacob Ramsey all deserve a chance.
But yeah, they're both
way more in form.
Yeah.
And I think for the friendlies and stuff, you've got to pick the players that are in form.
100%.
Like, what's the point in like picking all these?
Yeah,
players are out
like,
just because they play for a big club.
Well. Yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Give these players like Jacob Ramsey their first call up.
Whether that's like their only call up or whether they go on to have 100 more.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be such a massive part of their careers and their lives as well. Like,
yeah.
Just do it.
Can you think of any others?
So Gareth, if you're watching the show, do it.
Can you think of any others?
There's been. Oh, I want to hear your thoughts on this. There's been talk about Adam Webster being called up, which seems a bit of a random name, but he has been playing well for Brighton.
Has Dunk ever been called up for him?
Yeah,
he has.
Yeah. I think like in 2018 though.
He's one who's been consistent for years and hasn't really been given a chance. And then there is like Harry Maguire, who he has been good for England, but like if we're going off form, like you
can't pick him off form. You just can't. You can't pick Mings off form either.
I mean, Stones as well. He's good for England, but hasn't played really.
Yeah, he hasn't been in.
There's a lot more like consistent
team,
English defenders who deserve.
Yeah.
A Conser for Villa as well.
Conser, yeah. I don't know.
He was sent off yesterday, but still.
I don't know if I'd call him up this time. Yeah. I think he's deserved it in the past, and he will deserve it soon, but probably not after the past few months.
Yeah.
But obviously, I still really rate him. I think I wouldn't mind if Webster got called up.
What about Eric Dyer? He's actually been in good form.
He has, yeah. That's the thing.
But he's not one you really want to see come back in the squad, is he?
Yeah, I don't think
he was one of Southgate's favourites back along, but no, he's not. He's not where it's at.
He's the type of player we need to move forward with anyway.
Definitely,
He's getting on a bit now as well.
Yeah.
Well, relatively. Freddie, who would you like to see called up for England?
No one. I want the squad to disband. It would be so much more interesting if, like, instead of just having one big England squad, you just have counties instead. It would just be more fun.
Who would play for Lincolnshire? Freddie Clayton.
Just
a couple of farmers.
You up front with Bamford.
Yeah. Get
little and large. Who's little and who's large?
We'll have to find out. Let's get Bamford on the podcast.
Bamford, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on the show, mate.
Yeah.
Love to have a measuring competition. Whether we measure, it's up to him.
Yeah.
What would you measure?
Say what?
The size of our farm, the land our family owns.
I like that.
Proper Lincoln heritage. That.
So tune in next week for Lincoln Heritage, and we're going to be. It's going to be If I Speak podcast on the road. We're going to be going up to Lincolnshire we're going to meet up with Patrick Bamford, and we're going to measure Freddie and Patrick's farms.
Because the size of your farm from where I'm from is because you don't buy land where I'm from. You fight for it in war.
Battle Royale.
What century are you from, Freddie?
21st. Like everyone else, I'm a modern man, but I just like to fight for land because it's the only honourable way of getting it.
How many victory royales do you have in Lincoln?
In Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have victory royales all over the country, but my proudest one It's in Lincoln.
Wow.
The Battle of the Cathedral. It was a long one.
Well, now you own the cathedral.
Now I own the Cathedral.
It's a good cathedral, I've heard.
Yeah, it's run down
Freddie.
in recent years because I've had to, divert all the money into other endeavours, of which you'll probably find out soon.
Is that the cause of your debt? Your crippling debt as well?
Yeah, I invested a lot in a little thing called Fire Festival. I thought it would blow up, but turns out it was a lie. You don't get a reference to that.
Have you not watched Fire Festival on Netflix?
No.
It was out like 4 years ago.
No, I didn't watch it.
He's not a 21st century man.
I'm just staring blankly
You're
through a window
20th
at you two.
You're always just staring blankly through a window. Is that your life? You're a sad man.
A long weekend.
You're
looking in
a
the
sad
mirror.
little man.
Camp cuddle. Back to the topic of England. Should we talk a bit more about defenders? Because obviously,
Sure.
we're stacked in right back.
Yeah, and I mean, it's we got like Kyle Walker, Reece James, and Trent. They're all like literally absolute quality. Trent had gone off a bit last season. This he's got 10 assists. Is it in the league?
Yes.
I think it's 10. I might need a fact check on that, but that is like, and nevertheless, like he's been doing insane numbers this season, and he's really answered to those critics from last season.
Yeah, 10 assists this season.
I think
Yeah,
he's got a few more on the
11,
Champions League as well.
2 in the Champions League.
What did you just say, Freddie?
I've just checked. It's 11.
Oh,
That's
okay.
wrong.
It didn't even go on his phone.
My mind.
Yeah, so I'd argue, does Trent deserve to start for England at the moment? I'd say
100%.
yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I saw the other day as well. Apparently, I think it's Ghana that Chris Hughton
What,
manages.
for Forest?
Huh?
For Forest?
What's Forest?
James Garner for Nottingham Forest. Is that
No.
who you're on
The
about?
country,
No,
Ghana.
the country of Ghana.
Oh!
The Ghana.
You can't blame that one on Kane.
No.
Kane is the reason why you are the way you are. He's an inspiration, not in a good way.
He's not an
Me?
inspiration
He's
at
talking
all.
about me.
You? Why
No,
are
he's
we
talking about me. He's saying
Oh, I was
Kane's
gonna
an
say.
inspiration to me. Kane's like one of my least favourite footballers of all time.
Whoa.
Other than when
After all
plays
he did for England at the Euros.
Other than when he plays for England, I'll support him then. I'm not like Lee Judges. I'll celebrate all of his goals. But
Classically.
but yeah, I mean, when he plays for Spurs, I hate him. I hate him with a passion.
Yeah. He's just Harry Kane. He's living life. He's playing for England. He's not winning any trophies. That's just how it goes.
I mean, I'm absolutely amazed he still plays for Spurs.
Yeah.
If he had any self-respect.
I mean, he fully bottled it last summer. That was his
Yeah.
own fault, and I fully
Yeah.
believe it is. But yeah, we've still got players in defence like. Actually, no. Touching on the Ghana thing, I saw that Callum Hudson-Odoi
Yeah, I
has
saw
been
that.
spoken to about changing nationalities.
He's been good recently. He said
Yeah,
he's
he's
had
been
he's had some stints at wing back, hasn't he? But other than that,
Yeah,
I watched the game. We watched the game against Spurs and Miller, and he was very good in that
he
game.
assisted Ziyech.
Assisted that Ziyech. It was a nice
unreal
little
goal.
run. Ziyech's unreal goal.
Yeah,
So that's a big loss for England.
and I think Lamptey as well. They're trying to
Yeah.
talk to.
I mean,
so.
it's stacked at right back though. Like,
Yeah.
would Lamptey ever be as good as Reece James or Trent? Probably not.
Probably not.
But I do rate Lamptey as a player.
Yeah, still got the Wan-Bissaka thing as well. I don't think he's good enough.
Wan-Bissaka's not good enough.
No, yeah, he had so much promise as well. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Trevor Chalobah for Chelsea has been
Yeah.
playing very well, and
It's in a back three though.
Yeah, in
Depends,
the back
depends
three.
of England. They have explored the back three a bit though. But
yeah, it depends what
yeah,
Big Gaz wants to
it's a
do.
good shout.
Wants to do with the defence. Apart from that, you got a few Palace players like Eze. Obviously, he's still getting into the swing of things after coming
Gehi,
back from his
Mark
fat
Gehi.
injury. Yeah, Mark Gray. Elise is eligible for England.
Is he? I thought he was French.
Yeah, he's eligible for France as well,
Oh,
but he's
okay.
eligible for England, and that's an
Yeah.
option.
Eligible.
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 What?
Eligible.
Eligible.
Am I saying that wrong?
You're saying
You said
eligible.
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 Yeah, that's what I meant.
Nah. It's like
It's the same word. But yeah, I think in terms of players that I definitely call up, Jared Bowen, 100%, especially with underperforming wingers.
Yeah.
Jacob Ramsey, definitely.
Yeah.
These are players that haven't been called up before, by the way.
Oh, these players. Because Ben White has been called up for friendlies, and he was in the Euro squad, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Just didn't
So
play.
if I haven't said people like that, then
Yeah.
I still think he should be.
If
called up.
it hadn't been called up before, then definitely Bowen and Jacob Ramsey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Freddie? Anyone who you think should be called up that hasn't?
You've already asked me this, and I said...
No, not that hasn't been
What?
called up. I
Oh,
just said
hasn't?
generally, yeah.
Yeah, I swear you asked me that.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah, and I said no one.
he said no one. He said he
And
thinks
then-
England should disband.
Oh, yeah, if you wanted to
England should
disband, then it doesn't
disband.
matter then, does it?
Yeah, there's no need. Outdated. Counties
Yeah.
rise up.
Counties, or let's just have a UK team. That would be fun.
Nah.
Great Britain, like they did at the Olympics that time.
Yeah. Well, they do it every time. at the
That
Olympics.
time, it's...
No, I swear we
That
haven't.
time every 4 years.
No, but we haven't played. We haven't played a football. We haven't.
We haven't played a football.
we haven't like. What am I trying to say? We haven't had a team in the Olympics since 2012. I swear.
Yeah, because we haven't qualified, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, no,
Really? Is
last
that how
time
it
we just
works?
didn't. No. No, I think you might be right.
Yeah, because
You do have to qualify,
Do you?
but
There's no point trying to get a team. What's the
but I
point?
think the last one especially we didn't submit a team, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Which is really, really sad.
It would just be mostly filled with English players anyway.
Yeah, to be fair.
Why don't we just make one?
Oh,
Make the Olympic
my
team.
camera's
What,
stopped.
us?
We're just going to have to take a little coffee break again.
We're back from the break, camera's back on.
What is it?
And let's I don't know, mate, you tell me. Yours, what
It is.
is it?
I can see it from here.
Round of applause
Round of applause for the camera.
for the camera.
The camera.
Well done,
A
camera.
job no one wants to do.
I
But
trust
the
the
camera will
camera.
do it.
He will.
He will. We
Willingly.
force it.
Oh.
It's actually a camera man. There's a man behind there.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't deserve a name. We didn't give him
We
one.
got Matt Geordie sat in the corner filming it for us.
Shout out Matt Geordie.
Enemy
friend
Enemy of the show.
Enemy of the show, sorry.
first enemy of the show.
First enemy of the show.
Yeah,
Matt
we'll come on to
Geordie.
that later, though, in a bit more detail, I think.
We do have
Um,
a segment.
But yeah, let's move on from the England team, because no one likes the international break anyway. So let's get it over and done with, I think. Jack, do you want to tell us what's happening?
The next segment, I've got it on my notes. Give me a second.
Honestly, so
I'm giving you
unprepared.
more than 1
Ooh, here we
second,
go.
and I'm disappointed.
Look at
So
this.
the next segment is
Unprofessional.
football nostalgia. So we're going to get into the nitty gritty, like what sort of got us into the beautiful game. So we've got a few questions. We're going to go around the room. We're going to discuss it. So first question on football nostalgia is your favourite shirt you've ever owned. Have you owned any football shirts, Freddie?
Yeah.
Have you?
I've owned quite a few. Well, most of them are hand-me-downs, but my favourite shirt was an Olympic Lyon one, which
Really?
I bought when I was 7, and it only fit me when I was 12. But like,
Oversized.
It was oversized, like to a very
That's
big
fashionable
degree.
nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you were late 2000s, it was all about the skinny jeans. The
Yeah.
skinny jeans are
Those sad times.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to. It was a bit weird for a kid to be wearing like that. It's dodgy. But Olympic Lyon.
I like that.
Yeah,
I really like
it
that.
was like a bright, like sort of fluorescent.
Do you
I'll
know
try
what-
and find
do you
that
know
and
what
get that on
year?
the screen.
Yeah, do you know what year that is?
It would have been like I bought it in France around 2007, 8-ish, maybe even 9, maybe 10, maybe 11, maybe 12, maybe
I'll have-
13.
I'll have a little
That's a
look for that
6-year
shirt.
span you've
Maybe
just named.
20.
I'll have a little look for that
21.
shirt and we'll get it on screen if we can find it.
Was it a home one? Was it the white one?
It was
It'll
bright
probably be
fluorescent
away.
yellow.
It'll probably be away if it's a bright, fluorescent yellow.
Bright.
On the topic while Mal's just searching it up, I'll talk through my favourite shirt that I've owned. Probably an Arsenal. I haven't really given this a lot of thought, but I probably
your own
have
segment.
to say. I know. I'd probably have to say an Arsenal 15-16 away shirt. It was sort of a piss-coloured yellow, but the reason I loved it,
I
so
think
I
that's
was
the
just,
technical term.
it's because I had Ozil 11 on the back, and that season was just one of my favourite seasons I've seen from a player, and I had Ozil on it. And yeah, we nearly won the league that year if it wasn't for
You know
Mr.
what?
Mr. Olivier Giroud, just on a 10-game goal drought or whatever it was. But yeah, that's probably one of my favourite shirts I've owned.
I think you're lying to us. I think the real reason you liked it so much was because it was piss yellow, and because they can just mask all the times you just piss yourself. It's a bit oversized, so it sort of drips down a bit, but it can cover it. And that's why you buy a piss yellow t-shirt.
Practicality.
If you are a bedwetter like this man here.
I can't claim it, but my dad does have a lot of great retro Arsenal shirts. He's got an original Bruised Banana.
Wait, it's got something else.
He's got loads of shirts from the 90s, and we've tightened it up, and he has like £1,000 worth of Arsenal shirts.
Really?
So I can't claim them as mine, but they're all very
You
cool.
should all sell them all on his behalf and then keep the money.
Well, you just wait. We just got to wait even more years. The prices could double then.
Well, so if you do want to rob
Maybe.
someone, rob Jack's dad.
Yeah.
Rob my dad.
Rob Jack's dad.
What about you, Mal? Favourite shirt that you've
Wait.
owned?
Rob is Jack's dad. Birds.
Shout out, Rob.
That's
Birds
crazy.
up,
Shout out, Rob,
birds
friend
up.
of the show, my guy.
So Mal, favourite shirt that you've ever owned?
That's a big question.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to be Villa? I mean, I've owned a lot of shirts.
It will be Villa.
Yeah, that's why I said Arsenal. Cause
I don't know. I like sort of obscure shirts as well. I think my favourite Villa shirt, probably just my favourite shirt that I own, is I think it's 2008 to 9. No, 2009 to 10 shirt with Petrov on the back.
I respect that.
It's Nike. It's like just a.
Is
a
it
really
an Acorn?
clean-
Is it Acorn?
It's
sponsor?
Acorns.
Oh,
It's
that
Acorns.
reminds me of Villa challenging for the Champions League.
Yeah, it was that era.
Martin
The Martin
O'Neill.
O'Neill,
Yeah.
prime Martin O'Neill, like Milner, Bonahor, Carew, Young,
Gareth Barry.
Gareth Barry, Martin Larson, that sort of team. It was so good, and that kit. Yeah,
I respect that.
I love that shirt.
Shall I move on to the next question?
Yeah, go for it.
First player you ever got on the back of a shirt? I don't know if you probably haven't had a player on the back of a shirt, have you?
I can't remember. It would have been a long time.
Who's your first player you ever got on the back
Oh,
of
I
a
know
shirt?
this. Ashley Young
All right, that's
for England, not for Villa. For England.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
2010 kit, I think.
I have a vague memory of going to, Sports Direct.
Yeah.
Not Sports Direct, JD?
Yeah.
JD Sport, yeah.
JD.
Oh, no, I think it was called like...
JJB, the one that ended.
Yeah, that was
ended
it.
ages ago.
There was one of those in my hometown. I remember going there and going to the bit, they have like printer bit where like you can get like
Yeah.
your thing on the shirt.
Yeah.
And I remember it was an England shirt and I got bleep. Rudy. It was in his skinhead phase, I'm pretty sure. So I had
Skinhead Rudy.
Skinhead Rooney.
My guy.
Sadly, the first player I got on the back of a shirt was Robin Van Persie. 11-12 away shirt, Van Persie 10 on the back.
Good
and
player.
then a year later, he
Died.
went up to Manchester. He may as well have died.
He died to Arsenal
He
fans.
died in my eyes. Yeah.
Sadly, the
we'll move
world
on from that
isn't
one.
from your eyes. So Robin Van Persie is alive and well.
Yeah, he is.
Favourite game you've ever been to? That's the next question. You've ever been to?
Okay. I was saying, okay, you can go first.
Go on, Mal.
In terms of like the experience of the day, it was the playoff final in 2018.
You lost to Fulham.
The one we lost 1-0 to Fulham. It was just like the build up to the game. Like
Wembley is
the
such
buzz,
a good day out.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
Never seen a team I wanted to win at Wembley.
Yeah, going to Wembley, it was such a good like day.
Yeah.
And the game in the moment, the game was like sick. When we conceded, obviously it was horrible.
Who scored? Was it Kearney?
Tom Kearney. Yeah. But like when I think it was Dennis Adoy got sent off, we celebrated that like we won the World Cup.
Yeah.
It was so good. But I think in terms of just like best Villa game, it's got to be Villa Everton, and it was our first win back in the Premier League. It was on a Friday night under the lights.
I remember Wesley's goal in that
Wesley's first goal, and then the second goal in like the last minute from Al Ghazi to seal the win. It was scenes. It was absolute scenes. There's Sweet Caroline after the whistle. It was so good.
What's your favourite game you've ever been to, Freddie? Cheltenham Town against Exeter City?
No, that's on the lower end.
Cheltenham Sunderland's got to be
was
up
it.
there. That was a great game.
It was a
Favourite
good
game
game.
ever?
I wanted the mood.
I mean, for Freddie.
Or
I was very, very tired. But it's a bit of a technicality, but my favourite football game I've ever been to was an Australian football game. And
like Aussie rules?
yeah.
Oh.
It was basically just rugby, but like,
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. It was in Melbourne, and it was a very fun game to watch.
Yeah.
I like that.
Atmosphere was very nice.
Very good, very nice.
I'm trying to think. My favourite Arsenal game I've been to, 2013-14. Beat Liverpool 2-0 at home. We just gone, think it was like 5 points clear. Probably one of it's the best atmosphere I've ever seen at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Closely followed by, I'm actually going to go Arsenal 3, Villa 2. I always had my mate down there. Everything happened in that game, and then it was a late free kick from Aubameyang. That was a very good game. A lot happened. We went down to 10 men. There was a penalty.
We should have
goal.
had a penalty, by the way.
I remember that.
Socrates, his handball.
Also,
it was the most obvious handball I've ever seen.
I've seen 2 Exeter City playoff semi-finals at St James Park, and it was 2017.
27?
It was 2-2, and Jack Stacey scored a 95th minute winner on his weak foot right to the top left, and the stadium. It was scenes.
That's what you want to see.
That's
Jack
what you want to see. Jack
Stacey.
He might be at Bournemouth now, I think. Yeah.
I recognise the name.
Yeah.
Playoff and playoff semis are so good.
So the next question is, which player/game, could be either one, got you into football? Or sort of event, because for me, I'm going to start off, it was the 2010 World Cup that got me into football.
Nice.
Watched it a lot at my primary school. We watched all the England games and like the ICT suite and stuff. Yeah. I remember Jermaine Defoe scoring. I can't remember who it was against. It might have been like Slovenia. Yeah. I remember celebrating that and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get into football now. Became an Arsenal fan, sadly. And then the rest is history. Any particular player will get you not really into football?
All of them got me into it. Every single game. Phil Jones got me into it. Just, I was staring into his eyes and I was traumatized.
When he does that face.
Traumatized in a good way.
Phil Jones forces me to watch football.
Does he?
Yeah.
After he's been finished being your maid.
After he's finished being my maid, the tables turn.
He finishes cleaning the dishes and he comes over. He's like, Freddie, sit your ass on the floor.
Is that Phil Jones?
Yeah.
Is that Phil Jones?
That's his accent.
It's his
peel your eyes onto this telly and watch Man United draw with Burnley. Watch Maguire get turned inside out by Wout Weghorst.
Wout Weghorst?
Wout Weghorst.
Sounds like a Harry Potter
it's
character.
Not even a real name. Shout out Mark Goldbridge.
Shout out Wout Weghorst. Second best striker in the league behind Josh Sargent.
Weghorst. I love that bloke. I love him. He's great.
I've got two more questions on this topic.
I didn't answer this one.
Oh, no, you didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, how dare you?
Cut you off.
I think that was on purpose.
Well, hurry up.
It's Fernando Torres. I used to be a big fan of Liverpool back in the day before I came to my senses. And Torres and Gerrard were two of my favourite footballers. Torres. So I wore a Spain shirt with Torres on the back, number 9 last week. Yeah,
I'm sure they all remember.
He was just so graceful, and I loved his long hair, and yeah.
Just everything about him, really.
Everything about him until he moved to Chelsea, and then just
became
bad.
Inside.
Yeah.
So next one is favourite piece of football memorabilia. Do you own any football memorabilia? Any signed stuff?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Do you own any signed football memorabilia?
I have a...
Or like
Oh, my dad does. My dad has a notebook. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. It's fine.
You can't say no after you've just flipped me off through the window.
They can't see this. There's no one.
They know now. My favourite... my dad has this notebook with the signatures of the 1982 European Cup winners.
What, from Villa?
Yeah, which is really cool.
That's cool.
Which is really, really cool. Yeah, sorry, Freddie.
Go on, Freddie.
Wow. I was just going to say that I have a Chelsea lanyard, which I got from Stamford Bridge, but like I thought that was cool. I thought that was like a
fun piece of
stadium
memorabilia.
Stadium tour.
I did. It was.
I've been on the Stamford Bridge Stadium tour as well.
It was really boring because I really don't like football. It was just a big place with some nice grass.
And it is Stamford Bridge.
I've got a signed Patrick Kluivert shin pad from the 2016 Wembley Cup.
That is cool.
I was sat right next to the bench and me and my mate were just like, Kluivert, can we have your boots? And he was like, nah. And we were like, can we have your shin pads? And he was like, yeah. Then he signed them and now I've got one of Patrick Kluivert's signed shin pads.
You washed it since?
Can you still smell the sweat on it?
Yeah,
Do you sniff it every night before bed?
And I've also got...
Do you give it a good whiff?
Shut up. I've also got a signed photo of Socrates. Don't know. I think Socrates might be at Olympiacos now. When he played for Arsenal, I won
what a man!
I won a lovely competition, and I was sent a signed photo that had been signed by Socrates Papastopoulos.
You enter a lot
Wonderful
of competitions.
There.
Not really. It was just on like some Instagram account, so I entered it.
You might as well.
It.
Nothing to lose.
And then the last one is
everything to lose.
Favourite footballer that you've met. Have any of you met footballers?
I've met a few.
You discussed you met Butland.
Yeah, I've met Jack Butland.
Yeah.
He was nice actually, but I didn't have a proper conversation with him, so he probably wouldn't be my favourite.
Hanno Masengo. You're famously friends with him.
Yeah. Famously.
He's a lovely guy.
He is.
One of the best players in the championship? Question mark.
He's the most humble guy you'll ever meet.
He was a nice bloke when I met him. I loved him.
So I'd probably say he's got to be my favourite.
Because he's your mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, other
In
than,
terms
other
of
than that,
in terms of the best footballer you've met.
in terms of ability,
Yeah.
honestly,
You met Aidan Flint, didn't you?
yeah. I mean,
He's the
Hannah
best.
Masengo's probably better than him. Though,
Yeah.
in his prime. Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah. Mine's Robert Pires.
All right, just name drop that then. Go on.
Yeah. I've met Robert Pires a few times.
Yeah,
just
that's
from
it.
hanging outside the Emirates.
Yeah, that is very cool. To be fair,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice French
Do
man.
you wait for all the cars as they
That's
drive
what I,
past?
that's what I did.
If
yeah.
you lose, do you hold a key out and just key the cars that
Key
drive
the cars.
past? Yeah.
I mean, like there was this one woman who's like always there, like every week, and I think she gets autographs and like sells them and stuff from all these players, and then like there's one video came out of her. She just got cancelled because she just yelled abuse at Aubameyang after we lost, and everyone was just like, "Get this woman away from the Emirates."
They probably all agree with her about Aubameyang now. To be fair.
Yeah.
Shout out Aubameyang,
From Paraguay.
that famous Paraguayan striker. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the end of my nostalgia bit. So I'm not sure what's coming next, Mal, but you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
That was good. Some good
Round
answers
of
there.
applause for nostalgia.
We
We all
love
love it.
nostalgia.
We all love
don't.
it.
It's that's all it is. It's
So
just
much-
flex.
It is.
So much bleeps.
So much
So,
bleep.
So much
many
bleeps.
bleeps. I keep like.
Can we bleep the
My
word
English is
bleep?
terrible.
Yeah, let's do it.
Make things more interesting.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah,
just bleep
let's move on.
every vowel?
Probably not.
It's like a puzzle.
And yeah, let's move on to is it album of the week?
No,
No.
Is it not?
it's a
Ooh.
quiz,
Oh,
which
the-
I have
the
specifically
quiz.
made.
This is a long ass episode, isn't it?
It is.
It is, mate.
We thought we didn't have much to say this week, but we have done very well for ourselves. Can I just say?
So
For a
if you're still
boring
here,
week-
if you
Go away.
If you're still
Go. We don't want you here.
If you're still here, comment on the YouTube video.
These
Mal
nuts.
has a stupid little face.
I don't have a stupid little face, but comment it anyway just to see if we're here.
Okay.
So Freddie's prepared some questions for Jack this week.
All right.
It's come full circle.
I've just want to give some context for this. I was tasked by Mal over here to
Yeah.
write some questions. I had got very little sleep. I was on a train and I was crashing.
This was this morning, by the way.
No, it was a
No,
week ago.
it
I'm
was
a
literally this
bad
morning.
man. I'm a bad man. That's why I was doing it on a train last minute a week ago.
About a week ago.
All right, Schmurder.
Would you care to say what that song's called?
No. I don't actually know what it's called.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good thing.
Yeah.
But that's a bad thing. You're not a true.
If
Bobby
you know what it's
Schmurder
called,
fan.
type it in the comments.
Actually, nah. We could get age restricted for that. We could get taken off YouTube Kids,
Oh,
which
no.
is somewhere we want to be.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
Freddie,
get on
yes,
with this.
please.
Tilt your
Okay.
phone away, otherwise I'll be able to.
you cannot read this.
Okay.
I've got very bad handwriting.
It's literally typed in on notes.
It's not. I did it on paint.
Okay. Let's get into this.
Okay, number one. Oh wait, actually, can I just say that I have now named the quiz because I thought it was a bit boring calling it quiz, so I called it the Balls Knowledge Exam. Okay, I think it flows quite well.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to start on number one because I don't want to start on number 10. Okay. What were footballs originally made of? A. Pig's bladder. B. Pig's bowels. C. Lance Armstrong's missing testicle.
This is not what I expected this quiz to be about. I'm gonna go pig's bladder.
You're correct.
Yes.
We need the claps back.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Number two. The 1969 football war was fought between El Salvador and which country? A. Nicaragua. B. Honduras. C. Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania. Wait, what was the second one?
Honduras.
I'm gonna go Honduras.
You're correct.
Yes. I feel like I've
Actually,
heard that.
I'm
I feel like
putting
I've
this
heard-
down to
How's
clap
this
and he can
happening
just read
right
it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I actually haven't. I feel like I've heard both the ones you've said before.
3. Carlos Casley was the first player to get which card? A. Red card. B. Yellow card. C. Yugoslav card. You want to explain this? You want to explain?
Yeah,
this
Jack.
context?
Jack, what's a
story?
Yugoslav card?
So we were coming back from a night out.
Well, we didn't drink and we didn't go to the club.
I wasn't. I was in my room.
It was boring. He was just.
No, I was tired.
So we were on the way back, and Freddie was telling me ghost stories, and I'd had a bit to drink. Apple juice, obviously,
Yeah.
and he was telling me there was like these like things on the roof, and he was just scaring me really. And then we got back, and these like Yu-Gi-Oh cards were arranged in formation on the front of our campus, and we were just like, what the hell? So I just messaged Mal saying, "There's Yugoslav cards," because it just did autocorrect.
Too hard.
It's quite a boring story, but that's what that means. So what am I going to say to you? I'm going to say red card.
You're correct.
Yes, I'm scanning this.
It gets harder, trust me.
Okay. That's what she said.
That's not funny.
I'm
That's
so
too
sorry.
far. Look, why don't we just kick this man off? He's causing too much.
No, carry on with the quiz.
Okay. Number 4. This one is a very hard one. John Legend was in iCarly, yes or no?
Is this real? Is that the actual thing?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Is that the actual question?
Yes or no?
John Legend was in iCarly.
That's number 4.
This is no longer a football podcast.
I'm going to say no.
No, it wasn't.
Yes! Ow!
Okay. Number 5.
I just gave all of me.
How many players are on a
Nice.
5-a-side team? A, 6. B, 4. C, 11.
What? What am I supposed to answer to that?
The right answer, probably.
right answer.
What do you mean?
How many players are on a 5-a-side team?
Yeah.
Wait, what were the ones?
4, 6, and 11.
I'll say 6.
Wait, what?
It's 11.
What? I'm so confused.
I said pitch, by the way.
Well, that's not true either, is it?
Yeah?
No, it's not.
No, it's
There's a
10,
ref.
mate.
That's
not
not a player.
It is.
No, you said
How do
player.
you know that a ref is not a player? He can do whatever he wants. He is a player.
Well, on a night out, he's
On
a
a
player.
night out, he's a
right?
player. He does what he wants.
You know what? He's got you there, Jack. You should have got that answer
What's
right.
that?
This is the dumbest quiz.
It's not the dumbest quiz. It's the most factually accurate quiz.
Oh, my camera stopped recording again.
Okay, right back to it. Number 6.
This quiz is so dumb.
Did I buy the football skin on Fortnite during the last World Cup? A, yes.
Just yes. I'm gonna go with A.
Yes.
No way. How's he got that one?
I didn't actually buy it, but that was the only option.
I got the football skin at the last.
So we got it wrong.
No, that was the answer to the question, but I didn't buy it.
What? I'm so confused.
I just didn't want to buy it.
Freddie, what have you done?
I've got 5 out of 6 on this really weird quiz.
He has. Okay, number 7. Why did I join this podcast? A, to help out some friends. B, to show my love of football. C, funny.
I'm gonna go C. Funny.
Yes.
I would have been sad if it was any of the others, I think.
All right.
What if it was just to help our friends?
Yeah. I would have been sad if you wanted to help us out.
A, what does ball knowledge mean? A, to know a lot about balls. B, to have acquired information about spherical objects. C, to research and store empirical evidence of the properties of a circle which has been transformed to a third dimension.
I'm gonna go with C.
It is!
No way! I would have gone B, personally.
I wouldn't. That's fine, C.
We made the question.
Yeah. Okay. Number 9. Who is FIFA? A, that clothing company that makes those big ass shoes.
That's Fila.
I didn't even get it as well.
B, the funny football game. Also B, KSI's brother.
I'm gonna go with second
Also
B,
B.
KSI's brother.
Yes! There's a second B.
No,
It is!
Don't make it gay.
Don't make it gay.
Don't make it gay. Sorry.
Okay, number 10. What? A. Huh? B. Yeah. C. Josh Sargent.
C. Josh Sargent.
Yes!
that was incredible.
9 out of 10.
I really enjoyed that, actually.
We've just learnt that Mal is terrible at football knowledge.
I didn't do a quiz.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did in the first episode.
Oh, it was in that one? Yeah,
you
but I actually had
you
questions.
stink, mate.
Yeah, so did he.
Oh,
Me and Freddie
no,
are just
you
going to talk
smell.
about football from now on.
You
Yeah.
smell.
He just has empirical evidence that has been stored in his brain about circular objects that have been turned into the third dimension.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I just really like
On
Josh
that note-
Sargent.
Let's just talk about
Me too.
albums.
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Because this man has got stuff to do.
I do. Yeah.
And he just really wants to get out of it. He doesn't love you
He
like I do.
doesn't. He doesn't know enough
No,
about
I think
football
he likes
to
you
stay here longer.
Yeah.
Me and Freddie will be
Do
here
you
all
know what-
night.
That's
just
so incorrect.
discussing
We
That
will do
hurts
this.
my soul.
discussing spherical objects
Yeah,
or whatever,
spherical objects.
as whatever Freddie said. That was a great quiz.
That was a great quiz.
So should we
Some
get
might
on?
say the best.
Should we get on to
Actually, all would say the best.
Yeah, let's do album of the week.
Al Capone?
Al Capone.
Al Capone.
Al
Jack,
Capone.
seeing as you did so well in that quiz, why don't you kick us off?
My album of the week is Life of a Don. Some would say it's about myself, but it's actually by Don Toliver. My favourite songs on this album include Escape and Flocky Flocky feat. Travis Scott, and that's my album of the week.
Yeah, how would you describe this album? How does it make you feel?
I actually like about half the songs on it, but
Okay.
those songs I do like, I've been in my playlist, and they don't get skipped. Let me
So-
tell you that they do not get skipped.
So it's 2 songs of the week for you instead of album of the week.
I said
Couple
only
songs a
like
week.
there's more than 4 songs on the album, mate. I just suggested my 2 favourite songs. But I would describe this
respect
album. It's a classic sort of Don Toliver thing, you know. Some songs are kind of slow.
Big Don, as we call him.
Yeah,
Big Don.
Life of a Don.
Life of a
And
Don.
some songs are more upbeat. But yeah, if anybody doesn't really listen
That
to
judge.
it's a pretty terrible
That's
sort
what he
of analogy. I don't really know what to say, but yeah, that's my album of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rate it 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. That's not too bad. That's a decent rating. I like it. Freddie.
Okay,
What's
my
my
album would be the same answer I would give if someone asked me, is there much to say positive about Jack? And I would say there are a few good things, like the album from Saba, which came out on February 9th? No,
That's-
7th.
That was yesterday's 9th.
That was
No,
beautifully
it's
phrased.
7th, maybe 6th, maybe 5th,
Do you want me to have a look?
maybe 4th. 4th, no, 6th.
I'm going to have a look for you, mate.
I don't know, the days just kind of go. It's quite depressing.
That's quite deep.
That's very depressing, but
I can't find it.
okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna
continue.
Okay, so I've been looking forward to this album for a while. I was a very big fan of his 2018 project, Care For Me. And I think he very much delivered. It's a lot more chilled, it's a lot more lyrical content. Actually, no, it's about the same lyrical content as the last one, very in-depth. But I would say my favourite song from it is One Way, or maybe
Or
even Soldier.
another.
Do you want to finish
Sorry.
the title of One Way?
No.
Good. That was a test you passed.
Do you want to finish the title
I'm
of it?
gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you.
Well, a long pause, Mel. Well, a long pause.
Oh,
It's just
did
in
you ask
One
me?
Direction.
Oh, no, I'd rather not, to be honest.
Alright, there we go. That's clear the air.
How's this album make you feel, Freddie?
Erect.
Yes. I couldn't describe the euphoria
so
I
unnecessary.
get when I listen to this album.
Wow.
It makes me feel like my name is Frederick
That's
Arthur
a-
Clayton.
That's a very early, a very early good review, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, how long do you have to listen to an album for you to know that it is very good?
I don't know. 3
I-
times?
Probably listened to this about 7, 8
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
That's crazy talk.
That's fair then.
Yeah. Why don't you ask him how many times you listened to Life of a Don?
What?
I think the whole
You heard
thing
it.
through
Yeah.
2
Oh.
or 3 times.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not too
enough.
bad. Yeah. Out of 10, Freddie?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
I'm not involved.
I'm
just
involved.
living life. Out of 10, Freddie?
Out of 10. I would say at the minute, because it can change. And since you told me that we can't add 0.5s,
Yeah.
I would say 8.
It's a solid review. That's
It
a
is.
solid answer.
And I
yeah.
think it could go up if I listen to it a bit more and sort of understand more of like lyrical content and like pick up on more things. But at the minute, I think it's a solid 8.
I see.
And Jack, what do you rate Life of a Don?
He's already rated it.
7.5.
Did he?
I
Yeah,
said 7.5,
7.5.
mate.
Shows who was listening, who wasn't
Hey,
listening.
I've said many things to you, and you've just been looking at me blankly.
Yeah, that's so true. Sorry, I'm tired.
Good.
I'm very tired.
Sleep.
And I'm
right
tired because we went to see The Night Cafe last night. And speaking of The Night Cafe, that is my album of the week.
now. The Night Cafe.
The Night Cafe. No.
Is it like a self-titled?
It's not a self-titled album. No, my album of the week for this week is 0151 by The Night Cafe.
Can I change my album? Actually, no, song of the
Excuse
week.
me, I'm just in the middle of
What?
explaining my answer and you want to change
You
it.
know what? He's been nicer to me today. Go on. Go for it.
No, you're
No,
not in charge. Who's in charge here?
Song of the week, No Sleep by KSI.
There we go. Applause for that.
That's
KSI,
not
yes,
getting
I'm
any
up all
applause from
night.
me,
I
mate.
don't like rest.
Um,
Lyrical genius.
Yeah,
Can I
let's get a
continue
rendition.
my album of the
No.
week?
Yeah, go on, carry on. Carry on.
Cheers,
That's
mate.
the end of the podcast.
Thank you. No, mine is 0151 by The Night Cafe, 2019 release.
0121 do one.
Very
It's a very good album.
Oh,
It
no,
starts
this is
off.
embarrassing at this point.
I hope this is on camera. Beautiful.
Nah, it's very broken.
Yeah, this album's great. It starts off very calmly, and yeah, it just flows really nicely. Up and honestly, this is so. I've hardly been talking. I've hardly been talking.
It was just a joke.
It's a joke. Calm down. Oh. What? I'm trying to quote something.
I just need some weed to bit.
Carry on. Sorry. It was
My favourite
so
song,
rude.
probably Mixed Signals, like an absolute classic. Definitely their best song, and it was their best song at the gig last night.
Okay, I've got a question. How many of these songs would you say are moshable?
All of them apparently.
That was it. That was a
I
surprising
think there was
answer
like
because-
one that we didn't mosh to.
Nah, there's always this one geezer in a
Yeah.
massive black puffer jacket in the
Mate,
middle of
it
a
was
concert.
so
Just going,
fun.
okay, spread out.
Yeah.
It's like sort of like, this is gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. And he just gets bleed clattered.
But honestly, yesterday I didn't realise you could, but you can mosh to
Yeah.
all these songs. Plus, it's also just a chill album with some like bangers in there as well. I highly recommend. I'd give it an 8, I think. Out of 10.
And I think me and Mal will agree on this.
Mm.
The last point of the podcast should be that our main man here, Jack Tapp, looks like Oscar Lang.
He does look like Oscar Lang.
Who's
If you
Oscar
don't know who
Lang?
Oscar Lang is, go and
Look it
Google
up.
him right now. I forgot about this.
Who's with this idea, by the way?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
This was you. You turned to me during Oscar Lang's set.
I said if he grew out his hair and put on a bit of weight.
What the hell are you on about?
We've got to get a picture on screen just
He's
for
a
the people.
B-Tech Lewis Capaldi and looks nothing
I
like
did think
him.
that. I genuinely thought that.
He had
This man
glasses
looks
on.
like Arthur Christmas, and this man looks like the Milky Bar Kid. So
That's how you know you've got him when he brings that
rattled
up.
me. You fully rattled me.
I think you should grow your hair out like him.
Yeah.
I think you could pull it off.
I think that's an excuse to get short hair.
Yeah.
Buzz it.
Buzz my hair.
Yeah. He's got a great voice, by the way.
Yes.
So he did really good set. Also,
We
one of
didn't
his
say he
songs is in
sounded like
FIFA.
him.
One of his songs is in FIFA.
What song is that?
That's crazy.
Apple juice.
Oh, the camera's-
Waking up, pouring apple juice.
We're gonna have to end it here, guys. The card is full.
All right, wait. So what were you displaying right now? Can we get a picture
Apple
right
juice.
now? Just to play some apple juice and
Just a carton of apple juice. On
just a can of apple juice. And on that
So-
note, on the note of apple juice, unless you have anything else to say, which do you?
No,
Okay. On that note, I've been Freddie Clayton.
I've been jacked up.
I've been Mal.
You haven't.
I have.
Not today. You've
have.
been a
Today.
bit off
You're not
today.
yourself.
You're not yourself.
I can. You can.
Yeah.
That isn't a note I want
That's
to end
it.
off on, but we will have to. And I'm going to
Yeah.
pass it to Mal because he's the leader of the show, and it feels weird if I'm ending
Yeah,
it.
you did just take it over. Yeah.
I felt we had to. The card went off.
Yeah. To be fair.
It has been a
Um,
long podcast.
Agency.
It has. It has. If you're still here, fair play, because I wouldn't be by now. Yeah, it's been a long one, but I hope you enjoyed. All right, bye.
All right.